your favorite song. The night is young, and you got me going on every single beat. It's my heart so deep. Wanna wrap my arms around you, cause you sweep me off my feet. Girl, you know that there ain't nobody moving like you. You know you got me. I love the things you do. Maybe I'm getting into trouble, but I just wanna be your lover. Cause you're making me feel. I love when it feels right. It is just one of these nights. Love so strong, can't be wrong, all because of you. I love when it feels nice. You're the apple of my eye. Love so strong, can't be wrong, all because of you. Cause I love it. Love when it feels right. Ooh, I love when it feels right. Ooh, dancing really close. This is how it goes. Opposites attract. Guessing everybody knows. Fire on the floor, sneaking out the door. We're just getting started, lady. Now I really want some more. Girl, you know that there ain't nobody moving like you. You know you got me. I love the things you do. Maybe I'm getting into trouble, but I just wanna be your lover. Cause you're making me feel. I love when it feels right. It is just one of these nights. Love so strong, can't be wrong, all because of you. I love when it feels nice. You're the apple of my eye. Love so strong, can't be wrong, all because of you. Cause I love it. Love when it feels right. Oh yeah, I love when it feels right. Love when it feels right. It is just one of these nights. Love when it feels nice. You're the apple of my eye. Won't stop till the daylight. Cause I don't ever wanna leave. I don't wanna leave. It's way beyond bitter now. I give it up on love, but now I believe. Love when it feels right. It's just one of these nights. Love so strong, can't be wrong, all because of you. I love when it feels nice. I love it in my eyes. Oh yeah. Love so strong, can't be wrong, all because of you. I love when it feels right. So it is just one of these nights. Love so strong, can't be wrong, all because of you. I love when it feels nice. You're the apple of my eye. Love so strong, can't be wrong, all because of you. Cause I love it. Love when it feels right. Love when it feels right. Hey. It's just one of these nights. Love when it feels nice. Yeah, the apple of my eye. Love when it feels right. It's just one of these nights. Love when it feels nice. The apple of my eye. Hey, I got to have you, baby. I do. Feels so right, huh? It feels so right. It feels so right. Yeah. I might not be your usual type, but I'm the guy who will make you feel high. You wanna try my Midas touch? Come on, line up for another round. Girl, you know. So take a breath. Gonna be a night you will never forget on the show. Some more of that. Once we start, there's no stopping us. Cause right here and right now, we can mix with love, be the talk of the town. Right here and right now, you and 'Cause right here and right now, we can mix with love, be the talk of the town. Right here and right now, you and me together, the talk of the town. Right here, right here, right here. Oh, oh, oh. Right here, right here. Girl, you feel so hard. Show me what you got. Tell me if you are ready or if you're not. Girl, you need a bit magic in your life. In your life. In your life. Right here and right now, we can mix with love, be the talk of the town. Right here and right now, you and me together, the talk of the town. Right here and right now, we can mix with love, be the talk of the town. Right here, right now, you and me together, the talk of the town. Right here, right here, right here, right here, right here, right here, maybe right here.
Pick up the dice, give it a roll. You never really know which way to go. Feel it inside, feel the spark. Lift you up when you're falling apart. We think we know it all. We stand 10 feet small, with our head on the ground. I think I've seen it all, that I've come so far, but it just got me high till I broke down. Does somebody know of a place where your heart doesn't sink like a stone? When you're naked and broken, nowhere to go. Does somebody know? Does somebody know of a place where the green isn't covered by snow? Every time that your eyes speak, it's time to let go. Does somebody know? Does somebody know? Be what you are, like what you feel. Don't let the colors fade when it's hard to deal. So pick up the dice, give it a roll. Get yourself up when you're left out alone. We think we know it all. We stand 10 feet small, with our head on the ground. I think I've seen it all, that I've come so far, but it just got me high till I broke down. Does somebody know of a place where your heart doesn't sink like a stone? When you're naked and broken, nowhere to go. Does somebody know? Does somebody know of a place where the green isn't covered by snow? Every time that your eyes speak, it's time to let go. Does somebody know? Does somebody know?
won't you look at that? I said, my friend, what you looking at? I think she is something for me. Excuse me, miss, it's my first time here. Maybe you can show me out of here. I think she got something indeed. So please forgive my rudeness if I'm tripping over your time. But you look so amazing, and we can be so much more than who we are. So much more than who we are. We can, and knee deep in while the world just falls apart. At the rise above it all, and we can. Got me saying, hey, girl, will you marry me? 2 kids in a house and live happily. I think we are so meant to be. But she says, wait, you forgot something. Every good thing comes to an end. At least it always happened to me. I'm telling you this now. You don't need to worry, 'cause I got this all down. And we get on together, and we can be so much more than who we are. So much more than who we are. We can, and knee deep in while the world just falls apart. At the rise above it all, and we can. Whoa, 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 so please forgive my rudeness if I'm tripping over your time. But you look so amazing, and we can be so much more than who we are. So much more than who we are. We can, knee deep in while the world just falls apart. At the rise above it all, and we can, and we can be so much more than who we are. So much more than who we are. We can, and knee deep in while the world just falls apart. At the rise above it all, and we can.
Oh, baby, it's so damn dramatic. Sometimes I don't know where to go. Oh, he's my sunshine and my headache, but I keep coming back for more. Scary to admit that I'm falling for you while looking in your eyes. And there is nothing that I wouldn't do. I keep got me so high, just watching them time flies. Make love till one daytime. I can't get enough. 'Cause it's you that I love. I got to have it. You that I yearn for. Why wanna let this go? I got to have it. You that I yearn for. You wanna let this go? I got to have it. You that I yearn for. Why wanna let this go? I got to have it. You that I yearn
Look at everybody staring for days. All they see is just a young, pretty face. But I'm trying to get to know you much better. Don't matter how much time it will take. But there's something you're trying to hide. There's something you're keeping inside. But I'm trying to get to know you much better. Don't matter how much time it will take. I just can't give up. 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 Can't give up. Can't give up. I just can't give up. Can't give up. Can't give up. No, 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 I won't give up. Won't give up. Won't give up. No, I can't give up. Can't give up. Can't give up. I've been caught up since that day that we met, and you haven't seen the best of me yet. There's nothing like you and me together, and your eyes have been so hard to forget. But there's something you're trying to hide. There's something you're keeping inside. But I'm trying to get to know you much better. It don't matter how much, no matter how much time it takes. I just can't give up. Whoa, I just can't give up. 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 Can't give up. Can't give up. I just can't give up. Can't give up. Can't give up. No, 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 I won't give up. Won't give up. Won't give up. No, I can't give up. Can't give up. Can't give up. I can't give up. I won't give up. I just can't give up. Ooh, you're more than that, and I need you back. Need you back. I just can't give up. Can't give up. Can't give up. I just can't give up. Can't give up. No, I won't give up. Won't give up. I won't give up. No, I can't give up. Can't give up. I just can't give up. Can't give up. Can't give up. I just can't give up. Can't give up. Can't give up. I'm feeling you could be the one. I see no reason why I should ever let you go. I don't wanna wake up if I'm dreaming, because you know I can't get enough of this feeling you're giving me. Don't wanna wake up. No, I don't wanna wake up. I don't wanna wake up without you, baby, without. I wouldn't know what to, baby, without you. I wouldn't know what to. Oh, you know, oh, you know, oh, you know. I wouldn't know what to do. I wouldn't know what to do, baby, without.
Sometimes I forget to breathe. I'm looking in your eyes, wish you could see the things I see. I don't wanna wake up if I'm dreaming, because you know I can't get enough of this feeling you give.
Hello everyone, so thanks so much for sticking around to the end of the video. I'm gonna do a couple of the comparison of the JPEG file and the RAW files. So as you've seen here, the left side is the Fujifilm JPEG starting with DSC, and then the DA0 is the R6, Canon R6. And then I loaded a couple of the RAW files, including the CR3, the Canon files, and the RAF, the Fujifilm files. So let's get started. I'm just gonna zoom in a little bit more, like just for each file, slightly a little bit more, so that you can see the differences. Let me zoom in like this. So I'm gonna do the same thing on the left side. So remind you that this side is X-T4 50mm F1.0, and then the RF85 F1.2L. So I noticed definitely the sharpness is sharper on the RF F1.2. I am still thinking whether it is because of the AFC or like the continuous focus sometimes miss the target or not. I have to do another test with the AFS single shot focus instead of continuous, to just double check if it's not the AFC problem. But right out of that fact, this side, the right hand side, the R6 is sharper. So as I'm zooming in a little bit more, and you can see the color tone of the skin. Also the X-T4, the sensor more toward the magenta color, like more red magenta, and then the R6 Canon is more warmer toward the yellow side as well. So it's slightly different leaning, but if you shoot both JPEG and RAW, you can correct them in the later. If like for example, this is the Canon R6 file. Let me zoom in a little bit. Let me just expand a little bit more so that we have some more room here. So this is the Canon file, and then this is the X-T3 files. So I noticed when we first loaded, the X-T3 file is not sharpening. It's less sharper than the JPEG because it has less sharpening, but we can sharpen it in here in this section as well. So we are not talking about the sharpness here. We are talking about how the color and the tone difference in the Capture One and the JPEG. You can try it out in the trial link in the description below if you want to try out the Capture One. If you have the R6 shot couple files yourself, and it has the profile as well. So if it's a warm tone, you can just change the white balance and then the Kelvin, make it colder as well. So you can just slightly adjust the Kelvin. You can see that you can adjust here so that it is in matching the cold tone. So I'm slightly adjust a little bit. And for Fujifilm, you can, one of the advantages of the Capture One is that you can choose the profile that are available for the X-T4. Like for example, this one, if I zoom out a little bit and I want to choose classic negative, it has a film style, retro film style. You can see that it has couple retro film style. And if I want to, let me just because I noticed the Fujifilm files, I have to add a little bit sharpness by default. I noticed the Canon file doesn't need to add sharpness, it's already sharp. So let me try a little bit here. So let me increase the amount and then reduce slightly the radius, increase the amount. Let me show a little bit of the data here. So as you can see that this raw file, Fuji raw file, it can have very retro color in here when I'm doing a compare before and after. So let's see, slightly reduce. Yep, you can see the differences. Let me improve here. So that's before and after, and overall it has the retro film style. So that's the advantages of if you shoot both. You can still use the Fujifilm retro style, different color profile in here, like Pro, Neg, High, and the Standard as well. So that's the first set I want to show you, and then let's go to another one. So let me close these two. So these two I want to inspect the bokeh a little bit. So let me open that one. Oh, these two I didn't have. I just want to inspect the bokeh in here. So first let me zoom in the center, and then I will zoom in the bokeh. So let me zoom in a little bit more. So the AF is on the eyes. So let me show you. Try to be around the same frame. So I think from these two, the Canon is about 20% sharper for the JPEG. So, and let me inspect the bokeh. So the bokeh from the full frame 1.2 and the 1.0 is also smooth and similar. There's some light color on this one, but this one has mixed the green in between the white also. So you can see the differences between the bokeh in here. For the flag, it definitely more blur out in this one than this one right here. You can see that the outline of this flag, this commercial flag, than this outline. So from the f1.2 full frame versus the crop sensor f1.0, so those are the bokeh differences. And the sharpness also, it is sharper, but it depends on what you like. If you want to trade off sharpness versus color, if you like Fuji color initially, you can just choose a Fujifilm instead. You can see that initially the Canon is more toward the warm tone. Both are under auto white balance, and this warm tone is the R6 leaning toward more warm tone also. But as I said before, you can adjust the warm tone in the raw file easily. So those doesn't matter a little bit, except if you want to edit the JPEG quickly when you are traveling. So you can still change the white balance when you edited the JPEG, but it will not have that much flexibility. If it's a slightly change, it should be fine. So let me zoom in a little bit more from these two. I think this one was focusing on here on the right eye, and this one Canon also very sharp. So I can see that during this shoot, the AFC, the continuous still have room for improvement to catch up the AFC in the Canon camera right now. So I think they still need 20 to 25% of the performance improvement to track the eyes. So that's my opinion right there. So let me know what you think, or if you have used both different the ecosystem. Like, what do you think if you have used the R6 or if you have used the X-T4? I will try the AFS single point focus next time, just to try out and just to double check the sharpness on like manually changing the focus point to on the eyes, instead of letting the camera trying to use the AFC to do the focusing. So these two, and is another set, this one on the street, you can see that the built-in difference and the compression is a little bit thicker on this one for the Canon. So the right hand side is the Canon, the left side is the Fuji. And you can check out the different in terms of the Fuji color and then the Canon color rendering. Different people likes different like preference of the color. Some people like the Canon color rendering, some people like the Fujifilm. So in terms of the sharpness also, so the AFC also is not as sharp as here. And some of you have commented before that the Canon is more clinically sharp, so more digital sharp, just like the digitally like render sharp. And Fuji is more, probably is more like film style sharp. It's because the film usually is more like has a different rendering than the digital. So maybe they added some effect right there. So let me zoom in another set right here. And this set we have a raw file also. So since we have a raw file, I can zoom in a little bit more. So you can see the color difference from the JPEG and then the Canon and then the raw Fujifilm and then the raw R6, Canon R6. So the raw Canon R6 from the Capture One profile is a EOS R6 generic in the ICC profile section. It has even more yellow rendering initially than the straight out of the camera JPEG. So those are my observation right here. And in this one also, so the advantages is you can change in different classic chrome. You can change to classic chrome style, and you can change to classic negative also. So you can just get a sense of the retro style feel right here. In terms of the focusing AFC also, so this one even is like 20 megapixel, it's still very sharp on the eyes already. So this one, so let me around the same side, is also I think it's around 20% less sharp than the result of the R6. So I will do another test just to double check and use the AFS and double check also. I noticed in my first shoot also have some similar occurrence like that. I was thinking it was the AFC issue with that one, like with that AFC and the focusing with the f1.0, because the f1.0 is very narrow depth of field. Of course, if in terms of the Canon is 1.2 in full frame, also have a very narrow depth of field also. So that's why I'm saying that if Fuji can improve 25% more for the AFC performance to get more confidence on the AFC, that will be good also. So I think all the camera manufacturer, they are trying to update the firmware update just to improve. So hopefully all the lineup in the Fujifilm will be improved as well with the new firmware update in the future. So that's my hope on that. So these two You can see that the bokeh are both like nice and smooth, both of them nice and smooth right there. And so that's the JPEG. So after that, okay, let me see, use one big file. So yeah, that go back to that one. And then the Canon, you can see the, go here, the bokeh. So the bokeh ball is nice and round here. And let me go back to this one. Yep, so I noticed the bokeh ball is more melted into the bokeh area as well. So for the F1.0, yep, so those two I changed to classic negative. Anyway, so yeah, that's my quick comparison and my observations. I will do another test later. Maybe I change the setting to AFS, and then I want to inspect closely on the focus on the eyes. I'm gonna set the single point focus on the eyes manually without AFC using AFS just to double check. So yeah, that's my quick comparison, and thanks so much for watching, and stay tuned for more video coming up. Bye.